Back down at my favorite beach. The tide's out a good 20 feet farther than I've ever hunted it. Got me a baby. It's a Rosie, 1964. I'll take it. One more silver for the collection. So I'm stoked. I have not hunted this area yet. It's one of the few places on this mile of beach I haven't hunted, so I'm excited. I'm gonna keep on going here and see what I can find. See you in the next hole. It looks like I just found a little watch pendant. You see, it looks like it's set at 9 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know what exactly that is, but that's pretty cool. So I'm down here at the low tide, way below the stones. The stones are up there. And there's an old dock that used to be down here. The tide's way out, so I'm poking around these old pilings. See what I can find. We'll see you in the next hole. Just got another one of these old 2-ring bullets with the flat base. Yeah, I think that's the 5th one I've gotten off of this beach. Alrighty, we'll see you next. Alright, I just got it first. I believe this is a 45-70. It's hard to say. That sure is what it looks like. I think I just found a Chinese coin. Let's see if we can get this to focus. Yeah, it's hard to see. There's definitely writing around there. You could see it better when it first came out of the ground. Should have videoed it sooner, but I'm going to take it home, put it under a flashlight, and see if I can read any of that. There you can see it now going around. Yep, not sure what I got here. I'm going to try to figure it out. Alrighty. Down at a new beach, poking around. That's a nice old handmade fishing weight, I'm guessing, or maybe it was part of a net weight. That's a good sign. I'm going to keep poking around here. See you in the next hole. It's got a nice little buckle of some sort. It's probably a marine buckle off a boat. It looks like very high quality bronze, but I found a weedy just behind me, so I think might be in a good area here. Keep poking around. Different beach. Another one of these old 2-ring bullets. That's a great sign though. These are I believe to be late 1800s. I found some few other relics that are definitely on the older side, so I'm stoked. I'm going to keep poking around. Alright. I am, believe it or not, back in my yard again. In Washington, there's quite a bit of grass to look in. I've been over most of this, but you know, you learn your machine as you go, and I got a new program running in the DEUS, and just found a neat little brooch, it looks like. Gotta grab a toothbrush here. Alright, I'm gonna clean it up and I'll get back to you. Alright, it looks like some kind of pin. Definitely looks like it's got a little age to it. Yeah, I like it. See you on the next. Oh man, still in my yard. Up here, I've swung over this area a bazillion times, but I see an anchor down there. Is that a star? No, it's an anchor. Cool. Wow, this looks just like those buttons I dug in Chile. Give me a minute here and I'll get a toothbrush after it and see what we got. That's really cool. And it's in fantastic shape. I thought there was back marks, but actually it's an iron back. So I'm guessing turn of the century or late 1800s. But I'm pretty happy with that. That's sweet. Alright, digging in my yard again. I got some crazy high numbers, and it's a very sharp tone. Could it be a silver coin that I missed? Seems hard to believe. Oh my God, look at that. What is that? Oh, I know what this is. This is a Kennedy half dollar that I buried for my son 2 Christmases ago when I bought him his Garrett Ace 250. Yep, that's what that is. Yep, he never did find this, but I did. Alrighty, see you on the next. Just dug my oldest Jeff to date. I don't know if you can see it. It's 1941. That's an old Jeff. Yep. Not very special, but it is the oldest Jefferson nickel I found so far. I got a high number here down on the railroad bed. You can see it goes down that way and obviously behind me. So let's see if we can figure out what this high tone is. This is some incredibly hard digging. It's all stone. In this railroad bed, this sounds like a fairly deep target. So we're going to go down here and see what we got. It's probably another date nail. That's still down there a ways. Alright, see if we got it out now. Yep. Well, it can't be a date nail. It's reading a 92. So let's see if we can find this target. Oh, it was another date nail. Looks like 35. Boy, these things can ring up high. Alrighty, on to the next. Alrighty then, a few things that I did not show in the video, didn't get on film. Found a ton of these. They're net weights, probably for smelt or herring back in the day. I believe this may have been a net weight. I believe I did show this in the video. That's pretty cool. It's a handmade. It could just be a fishing weight. You know, salmon fishing's pretty big. As you can see, I've got 156 of these buzz bombs off of the beaches around my house. They are literally everywhere in lead weights. I found this down at the new beach. It's kind of cool. That's an old sharpening stone. I don't know anybody would have lost that. Got this out of my yard. Looks like a piece of farm equipment, a blade off of a old plow or hoe or something along those lines. I got this buckle out of my yard. That's Anchor brand. Pardon me, Anchor brand it says. Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice buckle. It's well made. I saw one online. Said that it was patented in 1904. Know little about that. I got that 50-cent piece that I buried for my son a couple Christmases ago. Got this handmade copper washer off of that new beach. And out of my yard, another piece of pewter. I'm not sure what it is. Looks like it was a lid of some sort. But it's pretty cool. Pewter item. A couple wheats off of the beach. They were totally roached. And got this, I think it's 1944 Canadian. Got that Rosie. Another item out of my yard. What is that? Miss Rose M. McCroskey, President, 1915 through 1916. I didn't film this when I found it. I couldn't see anything on it, and that's some kind of plastic. I haven't actually had a chance to look this up, but I'm guessing that's 40s or something along those lines. An older copper dog take, that bronze buckle, also on the new beach, and back here in Montana, which is where I am now. Went back down to that train trestle and got a bunch more of these date nails. Didn't come up with anything else interesting. Only had about 45 minutes that particular time. And that new beach that I was on, got a few more bullets. These 2-ring post-Civil War, probably westward expansion, Indian Wars is when these guys date. But this one's a smaller one. This is actually a 45 caliber, and that's a 50 cal there. And I believe this is half of a 45-70. It's the first one of those I found. Got this nice antique copper blade. It's actually copper, and it looks like it was plated with brass. And it's got that texture on it, I guess, to shed a little more light. That's pretty cool. I like that quite a bit. Got that little watch pendant, which I believe I showed on there, and a little brassiere clip. And didn't film this either because it just looked like a piece of garbage. Pulled it out of my garbage pouch and saw there was a couple stones on it. It looks like it's just the top of a brooch. You can see part of the pin back clasp on there. It actually says, there's just 3 letters on it. I think it's NCC. There's no real info on there to figure out what exactly that is. Now that I dropped it. Yeah, but that's a couple stones and a little brooch of some sort. You saw this nice anchor button dug up out of my yard. I have yet to figure out exactly what this is or its date. I'm thinking maybe World War I Navy is my guess. I suppose it could be World War II as well, but it was awful deep. It was down a little over 8 inches. And a parasol slide. And this little feller here, that's a duck pin. Yeah, I dug that up down on the beach in pieces over about a 5-foot area. It was all busted up. There actually used to be a little tail that went on there, but apparently I have lost it. And it was some kind of brooch. There's the pin. There's the pin holder on the back. Yeah, that's what salt water does to copper. So yeah, that's pretty much a lot of it. Yep, had a good time. Don't have a lot of time to hunt these days. Summertime is quickly approaching. Soccer practice is underway, and yep, getting busy. But I do get out a couple hours here and there, and I plan to get out some more. I'm heading up to the ghost towns here. It looks like next week. I'm excited for that. But we will see you in the next hole. Cheers. Wait a second. I left out a couple of the cooler finds. Yeah, I believe this is what they call a square knot brooch or pin. It's kind of neat. It's definitely got some age to it. I like it a lot. I'll put it in with the rest of my copper and bronze jewelry. And this little coin, yeah, there's writing. I can see letters on the top. I can only make out 2 of them. Then it's got that design around the diamond. It's a circle with some raised bumps. Yeah, you can see some lettering around the bottom too. I have no idea what this was or is. I thought maybe a trolley token, but I can't find anything. I've searched far and wide on the internet trying to figure out what this is, and I can't find anything. Yeah, the back's pretty slick. Very little detail on the front. But wanted to show those 2 items because I neglected to just a minute ago. Alrighty, see you in the next hole. Cheers.